Hi everyone, I'm your host Diva Danielle, and this is Community Link AZ. Thank you for joining the show. This is the internet show that's a resource for you to people, products, and services in your own backyard you might not even know of. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so you don't miss an episode. Each week, I'll introduce you to someone who is helping to make a positive difference in the community. We're going to have some fun, learn something new, and connect in a positive way. Let's start the show. Hi everyone, and welcome to Community Link AZ. I'm your host Diva Danielle, and I got another great show for you. Thank you so much for tuning into my YouTube channel. If you haven't done so already, please hit the subscribe button. I don't want you to miss any episodes. You can also follow me on Facebook. I have a page, Community Link AZ. You can hit the like button there and keep up with me and know everything I have going on in the community and what my guests are coming up. This is Jennifer Caraway, and she is the founder and the executive director of Joy Bus. And I have to tell you, that is a great name for a business. It just makes you feel good. Joy Bus. So welcome to the show.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
We're going to be talking about your organization because that's what the whole theme of this show is. And this is what I love, just meeting people in the community who are making a positive difference. So give everyone a little bit of insight on what Joy Bus is, the work you do, and how you got started in it.
Totally. The name, I wish I could come up with some credit for that, but it's named after my friend Joy, who was diagnosed in 2011 with ovarian cancer. And unfortunately, ovarian cancer is a very aggressive form of cancer. And she passed away in February of 2012, but she was well aware of what we were doing in her honor. And it was just a little play on words, because when I was a kid, we'd go to Sunday school and the Joy Bus would pick us up. So I was like a little play on words that we're bringing goodness to people's doors. And so what we do is we go to the farm every week. We pick produce from Farmer Frank at Crooked Sky Farms. He gives us whatever we want, and then we create rad meals, and then we have amazing volunteers who go to the patient's home and sit with them. It's changed a little bit, COVID.
So they're not actually sitting with them in their homes anymore?
We can't right now.
Oh, no.
I know, and it's horrible because a lot of our patients, that's the only visit they get each week other than going to a doctor. So I'm super hopeful that our world returns.
Right? We have a shift come the new year, right? So you can get back and visit with them.
Yeah, I really hope so, because that was a big part of our service. I mean, they're still getting the rad food. It's beautiful, organic, straight from the farm food, but that visit is a big deal.
So why did you feel compelled to do this? Because I mean, most people, they're like, you know, it's far removed from me. I have a friend who may have the cancer and I'm trying to help them. But to go on a big scale and help outreach a number of people who are dealing with this horrible disease, what compelled you to do that?
I'm insane. I must be crazy. You know what, I grew up in the restaurant industry, so it's really all I've ever done, and I was honestly just trying to figure out a way that I could help her. And God, I wish it was like providing wigs to people, because that would have been a lot easier than cooking and just rallying the community to make it happen every week.
Right.
But it was what I knew how to do. It's what I unknowingly was trained for my entire life. So when the opportunity presented itself, I just jumped in and I did it. And I'm so thankful that you don't know going through your life what each lesson is where it's gonna bring you. But mine, this is where I'm supposed to be.
So how do people get a hold of you to help out? And what do you need help with as far as the community supporting you to move forward? Because you're doing a lot.
Yeah, we are. And it takes a lot of people to make it happen. We have volunteers that deliver the patient meals. We have volunteers who help in the restaurant. Unfortunately, the restaurant's closed right now due to COVID.
Right.
But once that opens back up, we have probably, I would say 60% paid staff, 40% volunteer in the actual restaurant itself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we do utilize a lot of volunteers in the restaurant. But delivering a meal is amazing because you get to have that connection. And you know, the person at home understands that the community does care, that everybody's not out for themselves, that there's really good humans. I'm very lucky I get to see that every day.
And that's something that, you know, we encourage you here on the show to do. That's why I do this. You can get introduced to individuals like Jennifer and her organization, Joy Bus, So you can get out and, support them by going forward to help make a difference in someone's life. And it's just those little things. Are there any criteria that people need to have? I mean, do you need to know how to cook if you want someone to help out in the kitchen?
No.
Do you need to have experience interacting with someone who's had a serious medical condition in order to volunteer?
You do not, but the cool thing is we partner with Hospice of the Valley.
Okay.
And so they come in and they train us
Oh,
on
nice.
how we should act when we walk in the door, what kind of questions shouldn't be asked, what should, on just how to approach the whole situation. So we're lucky enough to get that knowledge from the experts, and then we pass that down to our volunteers.
I love it.
But really the only qualification is be a good person. Not be
That's
a jerk.
not hard. Be a good person.
Yeah.
So what are your plans, because we're all hopeful that, the new year is going to bring some joy into our lives so we can get back to some normalcy. So what are you looking to do, and where are you looking to take Joy Bus, moving forward?
Well, that's been the benefit, if you can find a silver lining in COVID, is we've actually grown our program during the shutdown.
Oh, that's good.
It's awesome. So we partnered with Copper Hills Church out on the west side. Sorry, I grew up on the west side, so it's still west side.
Yeah.
We've partnered with them, and now we're servicing 14 of their patients in their community. And then Phoenix Cancer Support Network here, we've partnered with their organization, and I believe we serviced 15 of their patients yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah, so we're going to over 70 homes each week now.
Are you doing anything virtual? Are you having conversations with individuals, via Zoom or any platforms like that?
That's a rad idea.
Yeah.
Not yet.
Yeah, I was just
That's
wondering
a good
because some
idea.
people are homebound, they have a computer, and if they, they want to talk, or they could maybe do it that way, especially if they're in the beginning stages to where they would need a meal, but they don't actually want to, have that communication on the phone, but they want to see you. Yeah,
I
you
love
could do it
that.
way.
That's
Yeah.
brilliant.
It would be
So next
good.
time we talked,
There you go. We're inciting new ideas.
I really like it a lot because that part is missing right now.
Okay.
That's so smart.
Yeah.
So yeah, we're gonna look into that.
Well, you've been doing so many other things and it's been working. So I was just, asking because some people, that's all they've been able to do now with their
Totally.
businesses is just transfer to a virtual format, and they miss that connection.
Yeah.
And that's something that,
Oh,
we're trying to do.
right.
Oh, yeah, but it'll be
That's
good.
so smart.
Yeah, it's just the beauty of some of these little things that you have to get used to with the change of this pandemic that we're living in. And sometimes it is hard,
Yeah.
but sometimes it opens up so many doors of opportunity,
Totally.
and it just makes that connection even better and sometimes brighter for the individual.
Brilliant.
Yeah, it'll be good.
Thank you.
Well, let's leave people with, do you have like a quote or anything? Because I always try to find like an inspirational quote, something that maybe have moved you or that you shared, or maybe someone has shared with you because of the good works that you're doing for them. Do you have any inspirational quotes you want to leave our audience with?
I would just have to say that what got me where I am, and I'm super thankful to be here and be thriving, but I would say like the quote of my life is just jump. Just jump and do it. If you fall, you know what to do different next time.
There you go.
So just jump.
And Jennifer jumped big, and that's why we have Joy Bus, and we appreciate you because you're bringing joy to so many individuals in the community.
I have a lot of help.
Yes, you do have a lot of help, and we want to thank all of her volunteers. And if you want to volunteer, tell everyone where they can find you to volunteer, or just to get general information to see the work that you're doing.
Yeah, if you just go to thejoybus.charity, and then we have several different links there that are volunteer opportunities, or just to find out more about how we're doing, or if you know someone that needs help.
And then on social media, can they follow you as
Yeah,
well?
at thejoybus.org.
At thejoybus.org. See, that's so easy, and you'll have a little joy in your life just by simply following and finding out what they're doing. Jennifer, you're fantastic, and it takes people like you in the community, so I want to commend you for the work you're doing. Because to someone who has cancer, it's just amazing to know that there's somebody out there that wants to extend their hand to say, I'm here to help. No questions asked, right?
There's a lot of good people out there.
There you go, Jennifer Caraway, Joy Bus. Get to know them, follow them on social media, check out the website, joybus.charity.
Correct.
So you can get information on how you can participate, volunteer, and just help going forward. Another great episode, I have to tell you. Thanks again for tuning in to Community Link AZ. It wouldn't be anything without you. So again, like the Facebook page, Community Link AZ, and hit that subscribe button so you'll never miss an episode. I will see you next week. I'm Diva Danielle, and this is my beautiful guest, Jennifer Caraway. We'll talk to you soon.